Okay, hello. What's up, everyone? How are you? Okay, so I have here the new Marvel Select Apocalypse. Okay, so it's quite a surprise that we have it early here in the Philippines. So I just received it today, earlier in the afternoon. So okay, so I'll just unbox it right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut it here at the bottom so I can still keep the box if I want to store it later. Okay, so yeah, let's cut it here. Let's cut it here. Okay, that's done. So I think I can pull the figure now out of the package. Okay, so I need to cut a little more here, I guess, and a little bit more here. Okay, let's see. Okay, finally it came through. Okay, so here is the Marvel Select Apocalypse. Okay, so I'm just gonna set him free from his prison clamshell. Okay, so just gonna use these. Oops, sorry for that. Okay. I'm just gonna, it's hard to do this while there's a camera in front of me. Apologies. Wait a second. Okay, so I think I got it. Okay, I got the first one. So then on the boots, there's okay, so that's the softer side, or softer rubber bands holding it in place. I think I'm just gonna use my cutter for this one. Oops, sorry again. Okay, I think I can pull it through here, and then still okay on the leg part. Okay, I think I can just okay, a little more, set him free. Okay, so now it's finally free out of the package. Okay, so there he goes, the Marvel Select Apocalypse from Diamond Select, or the Marvel Select. Okay, so there. In the promotional images, it shows that he is standing right about 8.5 inches tall, I guess. I don't have any measuring tools here so to measure this one, but I guess it's right about there, 8.5 inches tall. Okay, so it's quite good looking. As a first impression, it's a good looking figure. Okay, so yeah, let's see. Let's do a spin to check the details, and then I'll put it near the camera so we can see the details of the Marvel Select Apocalypse. So right there. So he does have these hose. Unfortunately, it is not a bendy wire, so I think we must be careful on playing with this when it's attached on the arms. It's like a brittle plastic. It's like a bit brittle feel on it, but it's quite stretchable. Okay, I see. Okay, all right. So let's take a look at the details on the head. Okay, so I don't know if let's see if I can let's see if my camera can focus on the face. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there, got the face, an angry expression. Okay, at the back of the head. Okay, looking good. There's the muscles and the arms, the armor piece. Okay, so there, the thighs, the flat gray with the paneled line black on the thighs. Okay, so it goes up here, down there in the boots. So that's the flat gray plastic with the paneled black line, and a little on the foot. Okay, so it does have a peg hole under the feet. Okay, so the arms, let's see, the hands. Okay, so the back part. Okay, so looking good. Okay, so it does look good to me. Okay, so now let's check out the articulation of this figure. Okay, see, okay, that's it. Okay, so let's check the articulation of this Apocalypse. Okay, so let's start from top to bottom. So again, so we'll start at the head. So I think it's on a dumbbell joint, on a dumbbell ball joint on the head. So it does have a lot of movement on the head. It can tilt to the left to side, very much actually. Does have a lot of room in there to move, and it can even look down that far without using the diaphragm joint. Okay, so how about if we can try to look it up? Okay, so not that much. This is how far it goes when looking up by just using his dumbbell joint head. Okay, right there. Okay, so next one will be the diaphragm joint. Okay, so Marvel Select does not have the ab crunch like what the Marvel Legends do underline. Okay, so let me just focus it. Okay, so the diaphragm joint, let's see how far it can go. Okay, so right about there. Not much, but then again, it's Apocalypse, so he does not need to perform dynamic poses when you pose this figure. So I think that's about it when using the diaphragm joint leaning forward position. Okay, so backwards, let's see. Okay, so right about there. Again, it's not much, but yeah, Okay, so how about in the arms? Let's see. Okay, so it does have a hinges. It's quite tight on my copy. Okay, so I don't want to force anything. It might broke on cam, so I guess this is how far it goes. Actually, that might be it. Okay, so that's how far it goes for the arms. Okay, so there might be a hindrance in there underneath these pauldrons of Apocalypse. Okay, so for the arms, it does have a swivel. I believe it is on a, you can spin it 360 degrees. Yeah, you can spin this. You can spin the biceps 360 degrees, and then it does have a single jointed elbow. Okay, so it's fair enough for the Marvel Select. Okay, so it's quite tight actually. It's quite tight. Okay, so let me see if I can. Oh, it pops right off. Okay, maybe for the one of his accessories for the hand attachments. But again, it's quite I have to heat this one up using hot water later on after this review. So it does, you can remove this hand, I think. Okay, so let's go this. Okay, so let's go back there a little later on this throughout the video. Okay, so let me just use these hands. Okay, so it does bend. Okay, so in this arm too, okay, you can remove this. It's quite easy to remove actually, but not that loose. It's on there, it's pegged quite nicely. This is a semi-snug fit. Okay, so it does have a single jointed elbows, and you can rotate here on the wrists. That does have a wrist rotation here. Okay, and then the hands does have a hinge on the up and down, but unfortunately it is very tight joints actually. Okay, so going down, lower body does have a thigh swivel. Okay, so I think you can spin this around 360 degrees as well. Okay, alright, so let's see if he can kick forward. Okay, so he can kick forward very nice actually. There, he can put his feet. I think he can put his leg forward that much, and then backward this much. So the butt is actually hinders the leg to go back. Okay, so he does have single jointed knees, right? Single jointed knees. So let's see if how far it can bend. Okay, so here it is. So right about a 90 degree bend. You can do that. 90-degree bend both legs. Okay, so the joints of the new Marvel Select is quite tight, so it's kind of scary showing up here in front of a camera. I don't want to force anything. Okay, so apologies if I cannot show the articulation sometimes because the plastic is very tight. Very tight. Alright, okay. So there, single jointed knees. Then for the feet, okay, so right there, there's a hinge. There's a hinge, and then there's an ankle pivot actually, just like the Marvel Legends. Okay, there's a rotation there, but not. Okay, I think there's a bit of movement here on the calves, and then there's actually a swivel here on the ankle. Okay, so there. Then the hose. Okay, so the hose, it's removable, but again, unfortunately, this is not a bendy wire for the hose. So there's a peg in here that you can plug these. Let's try to move him when it's attached to his wrists. Okay, see there. Okay, so it will hinder the articulation, of course, when the hose is attached to his back. Okay, right there. Okay, now let me get the accessories. Okay, so I'm quite surprised again for these Marvel Select Apocalypse, because knowing Marvel Select figures, they are not used to giving us many accessories, but in the case of Apocalypse, they gave us a lot. Actually, they gave numerous amount of accessories for this one. Okay, so first off, it's the drill. Wow, it's kind of huge actually. Okay, so there's a reason why these arms can pop off easily. Okay, so let's try the drill for this arm. Okay, so there's the peg and the peg hole underneath the drill, so we can put this right here. Yeah, it's quite a snug fit. Actually, it's quite snug. So I advise to heat up these figures before you can, if you want to force something or peg something in there. Okay, so to show it off, it looks like that. Okay, so there's so there's a peg hole for the hose as well, for the drill alternate hand. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna take the other accessories. Hang on, let's see. Okay. Here goes the wrecking ball. Okay, the spike wrecking ball. Okay, let's put it on his other arm. So let's just pop this off. Oh, actually, it's not that way. Sorry. So you have to put this one out and then put it right here. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so it's, wow, looks good. Looks very good. Yeah, it's a nice figure. Okay, oops. Ready? Let's put back the regular arm there, and then get the other weapon of his, which is the claw. The claw accessory right here. See if the camera can focus to it. Okay, right there. Wow, it looks cool. Wow, the scope on these things are good. Okay, so very detailed piece. Okay, so I'm just gonna show again the drill. So I forgot to focus the drill earlier. So there it goes. There's the peg hole for the attachment. Okay, so there's the hole for the hose. Okay, so the claw also have the peg hole for the hose. Okay, so right there. Let's see if we can peg this one here. Let's try. Okay, right there. Okay, that's it. Okay, wow, looks cool. Okay, right, that looks cool. Okay, so the last set of accessories is the closed fists. Okay, so let me show it to the camera. So there you go. Just gonna focus it again. Yeah, right there. It's the closed fist. Pair of closed fists. Okay. Okay, right there. So let me see if I can peg these on the removable arms. Okay, pop it off, pop it off. Okay, right there. Okay, so pull it off. Okay, so we don't want to interchange the hands. Okay, so right there, right there, put it here, and then put it there. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it there for the last pose of the Marvel Select Apocalypse. So let's see. Let's zoom out the figure. Okay, so right there. Okay, so my thoughts is it's kind of good, but he's aesthetically looking, he's on the skinnier side. Okay, so unlike the Marvel Legends and the Toy Biz build a figure, they're quite muscular figures compared to this one, but unfortunately I don't have the build a figure from Hasbro or Toy Biz, so I cannot compare those with these Marvel Select Apocalypse. So but I do have some figures to compare. Here I have here the Juggernaut Wave Wolverine. So let's put them side to side so we can see the height difference. Okay, so right there, Wolverine beside Apocalypse. Then we have a female figure from it's Shadowcat from the 3-pack X-Men box set. Okay, right there. And then I have a taller figure, so it's Colossus from the 80th anniversary 2-pack Juggernaut Wave, Juggernaut box set. Okay, so right there. Okay, so the Marvel Select Apocalypse is still towering over this 2-pack Colossus. Okay, so it's quite huge. It's like I'm going estimates here. It's like a 2-inch or 2.5-inch taller than Colossus. Okay, and then lastly I have the Marvel Select Ultron. Okay, so this is my favorite Marvel Select of all, the Ultron. Okay, so that is okay. So I'm just gonna set aside these two and then compare this. Okay, side to side. Okay, so there it goes for the comparison. Okay, so it does look good. My only complaint here is the feet. So it kind of looks like it's very malnourished on this lower legs. Okay, but it's not that much, but still looks good overall. So good job Marvel Select for this Apocalypse. It's always good to have these larger figures, especially the villains. It kind of scales well with Marvel Legends line of Hasbro. Okay, so there goes my review. Okay, apologies for my sloppy review because this is the first time I'm doing this. Okay, so let's take a look one last time for the Marvel Select Apocalypse. Okay, right there. Okay, let's do a quick spin again. Okay, right there. Okay, so thank you for staying with me through this toy review of Marvel Select Apocalypse. I'd appreciate if you can leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So I'm kinda new to this thing, so I'm very much appreciate the support coming from you guys. Okay, so until the next video, thank you very much, and have a good day, good night, wherever you are in the world watching. Peace.